Hi, I'm doing my video on place value, level 3 and 4. My focus area that I have chosen from Ausval curriculum is Recognise, Model, Represent and Order numbers to at least 10,000. My lesson that I have chosen to do involves 4 activities. The first activity is a warm-up activity, the second is explicit teaching, the third is student activity, and the fourth is a reflection task. The prior knowledge I would expect my students to have before completing this lesson is to be able to identify whole numbers, knowing the meaning of whole numbers from 100 to 10,000, and to be able to skip count. My first activity is a warm-up activity. This is a whole class game. First, I would ask the students to get into a circle, then I would start the game off by saying 100. I would then ask each student around the circle to count by hundreds, aiming to get to 10,000. My next activity is explicit teaching. This is where I, the teacher, would write a 4-digit number on the whiteboard, then ask students 2 questions about the number. The first question that I would ask is, who can say this number out loud? And the second question would be, what can you tell me about this number? All responses from students would be noted on the whiteboard for students to visually see and help them with further activities within the classroom. My next activity is a student activity. This is an activity students do independently. Students would be at their own desks as I would walk around and give them each a number between 100 and 10,000 depending on their ability. I would ask students to write this number any way they want in their books when they first get the number. Then I would ask students to model their number using cut-out MAB block pictures or real MAB blocks. I would also provide students with a number expander and then ask them to write this number at least 2 different ways. All work is to be completed in books to show individual work. My fourth and final activity is a reflection task. This is where students individually answer 2 questions. The first question would be, out of 10, how hard was this activity for you? And the second would be, what is something you found hard within this activity? How could this activity cater for different student abilities in the classroom? For more advanced students, you could use bigger numbers, and for less advanced students, you could use smaller numbers. Possible misconceptions that can occur within this lesson is that a student can hear the number correctly but then write the number backwards. Students can write the number how they hear it, such as 296. They could write each number individually, so the number would actually be showing 200,906. And the lack of patterns with how numbers sound, such as 11 and 19, 2 numbers that sound completely different.